This is Frank Yost, another edition of the Real Estate Cam with Inman. Today we're going to go on location, get out of the car, and we're going to go through my house. I just renovated my house, and I'm not going to show you the actual big-time renovations that the contractors did. What I want to focus on are the small things that I ended up obsessing about, things that are under $100, but I just absolutely love. I'd like to share that and hope that at least one of the 10 things might be something that you would want to install in your house. Here we go, over for your clients. The first thing here is the LED light bulb for outside. It's got about 100 LEDs. The problem with LED lights, many of them just aren't bright enough, and they're super expensive. But this one was about 30 or I think about $30, and so it costs 3 times more than a CFL, but it lasts a lot longer and uses half the light, so it makes me feel less bad leaving it on at night. Let's go to the next thing. Again, here's another LED light. LEDs are really tough to find. They're easy to find, and you want to pay 50 or 60 bucks for one of these to get a 60-watt bulb. But this one right here is about $23 on eBay. I had to go through a whole bunch of different LEDs. Got to look also for the lumen number. The lumen number tells you about how bright it is. Let's go to the next thing. This is 7 watts and about 23 to 25 bucks on eBay. And here's another light. It's also an LED. It's a lot less expensive. It's I think about 10 bucks. It's 1.5 watts, which is really low, but good enough for this area of the house that I just wanted just a trickle of light, and it uses next to no energy, so again, I don't feel as bad leaving it on. The next thing I want to show you is the front door system. I really hated when there was a lock down here and a lock up here, and you never know which one was locked, and you do this one and then the top one would be locked. So I hated that. So I just turned this into a dummy door. And then here, this is button pressed. So you press certain buttons and you won't need a key. Now, as a backup, you can use a key, but you don't need a key here at all, so it makes your walking around with keys less heavy, and it'll give you indications when the battery's low. Also, this is a quick set system, and it will retroactively work with your other quick set keys. And I really hate reading instructions and stuff, but this one, literally, you put in the new key, turn it halfway, press this button with a little stick, and then put in the new key, turn it back, and you've got it resets your system to use your old keys. So that was really cool. So I don't like turning on lights at night to walk through the hallway, so I bought these and put them throughout the house. They're about 10 bucks at your local hardware store, and it has a built-in LED, and it only turns on when it's too dark in the room, and that runs about a couple pennies a day, a week, or something like that. And I bought about 5 or 10 of these, so I can actually navigate the entire house at night without turning on any lights. And this won't count as my under $100 stuff, but what I have here, it looks like tile. At least to me it looks like tile, and it is something called Duraceramic. It's fake tile, but it's fake tile with grout, which is pretty rare. And with this fake tile, the difference is it's warm. So you can spend several $100s making it so that you have heated tile system, but it's not efficient. It's like keeping a light bulb on all day. But then, so you're using energy, and that's no good. But this one is warm to the touch, as opposed to granite or tile, which is 10 degrees colder to the touch. So I absolutely love this. We put this in the second bathroom because I didn't want to pay for the heated flooring, but I figured the Duraceramic, just to make it 10 degrees warmer naturally, is much better, and it's eco-friendly green. Here, I absolutely love this device. It's a little bit hard setting it up for the first time. It's a Hawking Technology wireless 300G or 300N range extender. And what this is yes, there's one wire that plugs in for power, but what this does is it extends your Wi-Fi connection. So I was having problems in the main living area was too far away from the main modem, so I wasn't getting any internet connection. And people were giving me these options to run the wire halfway down the house and then have a modem retransmit. No, this is just, as long as you have wireless connectivity here in this area, it will then grab that and then send it off to the rest of the area. And it has been absolutely, well worth it. This is one of my favorite devices. This is a water alarm. It's called the Watchdog. It's 10 bucks. You pop in a battery in there, and if it senses water, if there's water on the ground, you put it next to one of your washing machines, and it will send off an alarm if there's any water on the floor. This is a great closing gift. It should almost be a requirement that at every home inspection or closing you would give your clients one of these. But watch out, one problem is 2 days after I bought this, my utility room flooded. So I guess that's a good thing. I hope it wasn't because I bought this that it flooded. But yeah, it flooded, and within 3 hours I was able to get on stopping the flood. So that was well worth the 10 bucks. So now I have these throughout the house. And CFL light bulbs. Now you would think that, oh yeah, I know about CFL light bulbs, very easy. Well, guess what? A lot of people hate CFL light bulbs, as did I, because there's many problems with them. One, they can be ugly, so they have these curly Q look here. Secondly, they can take a while to turn on. It has this dim effect where it can take an extra 1 second to turn on, so much time that it actually makes you click the switch again to, oh, there must be something wrong, which is annoying. And then it would take sometimes 30 to 60 seconds to get up to 80, 90%, 100% wattage, which is annoying. So I finally found, after trying many different ones, this one at my local hardware store, Philips. It is super compact, so that it'll fit in more of your fixtures, and it is instant on and warm. So I absolutely love these. I bought many of these, put them throughout the house. I think I got rid of every single regular incandescent light bulb. The instant on is a big deal, and these are inexpensive. So sometimes the instant ons are more expensive. This one doesn't even say instant on though. That's what's really confusing. Actually, it does here say instant on, but sometimes I've found things that say instant on but they aren't. So make sure to keep the receipt after trying it. There are some brands that will make a dome around this, so you'd use those bulbs where the bulb would be exposed. So these are better for like uplighting, but if the bulb's exposed, you can get ones that have a circular around it and you can't tell the difference. Here's an example of one of the bulbs that are instant on and one of them that is not instant on, just so you can get an idea. It might not seem like that much of a delay, but it's really annoying enough to make you end up clicking the button a bunch of times to see what happens. Now, subsequently, after warming up, it'll be warm, but the initial turn on has that annoying delay. So this is what it looks like here because it's compact. You can't actually see it. This one is less compact, same wattage, and it sticks out. So that one is not only ugly, it's not instant on. So I like the super compact ones. And here's an example of a CFL bulb that is instant on, that has a dome around it so it doesn't look as ugly, so you don't see the curly Qs. And the last thing here is the paint that I found. This paint is from Benjamin Moore. I researched all the different types of paint, and it is zero VOC paint. Now, zero VOC means that it has next to no toxins. It's technically not 100% zero, but they're allowed to market it as zero. And if you go to the paint stores, they'll say, oh, well, all of our paint is low VOC. So it has, 35 toxins per whatever gallon. And it's just like, okay, I'd rather have zero, just because it's half of what it was previously, which was way too high, doesn't make me feel any better about having toxins in my house. Now, a lot of the toxicity is about the first 24 hours. So if you actually see the charts on their website, they show how the toxins are much, much lower for the first 24 hours, and then it wanes away. So you could say, why not just buy the cheaper paint and then wait a day or two before being around it. But I just like the idea of starting lower, and also it continues to emit toxins, so I prefer the zero VOC. Now, it is more expensive, and of the different brands, there's Home Depot has some and Sherwin-Williams has some, but the problem is they don't have the entire color palette. So Benjamin Moore is the only one that I can find that had all colors, the entire color spectrum, and that made a big deal because a lot of the darker colors were not available in the other shops. And this is my last favorite thing that I put in for under 100 bucks, and it is a silent closed toilet seat. I don't know why every toilet doesn't come with that, so no longer needing to tap it and have it do the slamming noise. So I absolutely love it. Put in every bathroom, and it was like 35 bucks. So just a random journey through my house of the things that I learned and the learning curve that I went through. Thanks.